Hey everyone, welcome to Jay's Techie Crown. Today in this video, we are going to discuss in detail about the resume building tips part 1. Most of you who are watching this video will be having a resume already in place. But in this video, I'm not going to discuss about the preparation of resume from scratch. Instead, I'm going to explain about the resume building tips, the additional information or the advanced techniques that you need to follow in the resume in order to get the job at the earliest. Come, let's get into the video. Those who are visiting my channel for the first time, please subscribe. The agenda of this video is how your resume is going to be handled or evaluated by different teams in an organization before the interview, and the role of a resume, and what information you need to include or exclude in a resume, and the weightage of the resume. As you all know, resume is the most important document in the job search, which helps the employer to understand who you are and check whether you have the matching skills for the relevant position. So you should be well aware about the parameters mentioned below even before building the resume, as it is a challenging task and you should be able to find the answers for the below parameters that would direct you to build the perfect resume. So what are all the parameters? The first one would be what is the role of the resume and how your resume is being evaluated at every stage. What are all the informations that are missing in your resume? Would updating the missing information would get a job sooner? Also, does it help you to skip interviews? You will be finding answers for all these questions in this video, and this will help you to update your resume accordingly. When you upload your resume into the job portal, the first person who downloads the resume will be the HR. He will be downloading the resume based on the keywords. Once he downloads the resume, he will be looking for 3 different informations. The first one would be the years of experience, and second one would be the technology, and third one would be your contact information. Once he finds all these 3 informations, he will be pushing the informations to the director, or you may directly send the resume to the director or the department head who requested for profiles. Then the director would be looking for few informations, which includes your total years of experience, your current organization, and then the relevant experience you have on the specific technology, and what additional technologies you are aware about, and how soon you can join. Once he evaluates your resume and filters based on the technologies and the requirements, then he might move the resume to the next interview panel. Once it moves to the interview panel, the technical lead or the project manager might be looking for various information in your resume. They may be looking for what additional technologies you know, whether you are good at learning new skills, and are you good fit for this position as a developer or lead. So they may be looking on various factors. Your resume should be able to answer all these questions, and it should be sufficient with all the informations. If you lack any of the informations, then the option would be given to the next resume. So always make sure you furnish all relevant informations in your resume so that it satisfies from recruiter till interviewer. Next comes the weightage of the resume. It depends on how structured or organized your resume is, from contact information till the accomplishments. Make sure your resume does not have any of the basic errors like font, spelling, formatting, or layout errors. Secondly comes how informative your resume is. The most common mistake which I could see in all the resumes are they lack either phone number or the email ID. So always make sure you have your contact information, which is nothing but your email ID and phone number, in the top left corner of your resume, and then the academic qualifications in the chronological order, and then the technical specifications or the current project informations. These are the most important information that you should furnish in your resume. Next comes how expressive your resume is. When you mention about your roles and responsibilities in your project, then you should give them in such a way that whether you are fit as a developer or as a lead or as a supervisor or as a manager. It should clearly showcase how you want to be in the new team. Also, make sure you had certifications to support your write-ups in the resume. Finally comes how unique your resume is to stand out in the crowd. So always make sure you have your resume in a unique pattern so that it will stand out in the crowd and you will be prioritized in any of the interviews. Then next comes the role of your resume. Once your resume is complete, so it may create a good impression for an interviewer and it may lead to skip the interview based on the urgency of the position. In some of the cases, based on the information provided in the resume, the length of the interview may be very shorter. For example, I have encountered so many cases where if I go through the resume thoroughly even before the interview, if there is a positive sign, then I may reduce the number of questions in the interview and then directly hire them. So always make sure you furnish all the necessary and relevant informations along with the project, roles and responsibilities, and then the academic qualifications, accomplishments, certifications, your notice period, with all the informations regarding the relocation and your availability for interview. So you should be able to furnish all the details in the resume, which would make the interviewer so comfortable, and then it may skip the interview process or sometimes it may reduce the length of the interview as well. And finally, once you are offered a job, then you will be able to negotiate with the HR for the package with full confidence. So always make sure that your resume has complete relevant informations so that it plays a vital role in the interview process. Next comes the topic of what to include and what to exclude in a resume. Most people used to share the outdated resume. So always make sure you update the resume or refresh it at frequent intervals. Because in some cases, when you open the resume and look at it, then we used to see that the person might be working in a different technologies. And secondly, don't forget to update the contact informations and then the certification details, which are very important. Then do not add junk or irrelevant information, like do not put all the technologies. Always upload the resume with proper and relevant technologies you worked on or the tools you worked on or the skills you have. Do not copy paste all the technologies based on the job description posted. What are all the highlights? What are all you need to highlight in your resume? The technical specifications and then the content. So in the content, you have to write up with how you are working with the current team and what is your role and how good you are at the role and what is your current role deals with. So all the information should be given in an expressive write-up. Then you also need to mention about the technologies you worked on with all the specifications along with the previous employer informations in a chronological order. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit like as a token of thanks. I will be posting a second video about the detailed information on the resume and the structure and how a resume should be and what are the common mistakes that are made in a resume with a sample resume. Thank you. Thanks for watching.